I hear a lot of talk about 1.0, and many people say it is years and years away. In fact, some people are worried that they won't be here when it launches. And I can understand that. But let me tell you, it's a lot closer than we think. 1.0 has so many different things, base building, crafting, and a lot of those things coming very soon, but there's a lot of stuff in here that I had no idea about. And let me tell you, it's gonna make this game an actual MMORPG that we're gonna play for years and years. This is a game I've been dreaming of my entire life, and with this 1.0 presentation, I feel like CIG have a chance to make that dream a reality. This has me so excited. That is very exciting. I think, honestly, the last part here that he hasn't said yet is what I'm excited about.
It means fully rounded gameplay loops, from new player experience to story missions and endgame content. And crucially, it means no more resets between patches.
There's a reset coming. Be ready. Love you, Shroom.
It's a true persistent universe. So if that's the one, what about the .0? Well, it's just as important. It means we're still committed to continued development, with new content and features being planned post 1.0.
Do you guys think they have anything planned right now? I would assume they do, right? Oh my gosh, this second one is amazing. Hold on, we gotta continue here. No more tier 0? You mean that I die and lose my loot? Is that what you're telling me? Please, do that now? Yes?
But those features will no longer be tier 0. We'll be committing to a higher benchmark of quality for each patch, and most importantly, it's a moment in time. If there is a content, feature, or star system that we've mentioned in the past that is not in 1.0, it just means it will come later. 1.0 is more than just a number change. It's the beginning of a new phase of development of the game. Okay.
All right, so I just want to say something really quick. I want to say this, right? Let me know after you see all of these things. Like, some of you might not have watched this. After you see all of this stuff, and we'll even go through like the little the roadmap and all of that. After you see all of this, I want to know if you guys think that the rumored release of 2027 is possible. That's what I believe it was. Was it Chris Roberts that said 2027 in an interview somewhere? I'll have to find the interview to be 100% certain, but that's what I remember. Regardless, let me know if you think that's possible, okay, after you watch all of these things.
So we know what the 1 is and the .0, but before we move on, I want to address one important point. And for this, we need to go all the way back to the beginning.
That's insane. 2012, this Kickstarter campaign happened. My goodness.
Here we are, the Kickstarter. As a backer myself, it brings back memories. And it also reminds me we had a lot of stretch goals. And one of those goals was 100 star systems.
Oh, man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's not happening. Nope.
But,
he said that? Okay.
And there is a but. The star systems of old are not the star systems of today. They were based on the privateer and freelancer model. They were unexplorable planets with an isolated and small landing zone and had automated landings.
What would you guys, let's be serious for one moment, okay? Would you rather have 100 systems like that or what we have right now? Oh my word. Imagine not being able to explore a planet and being isolated in a landing zone with automatic landings. I want to puke everywhere, man. I am so happy that we do not have another Starfield. I am so happy. That is amazing. Thank you, CIG. Thank you.
And we all know how that went. To give you an idea, Stanton had 4 points of interest.
4?
And the entire 100 systems only had 90 POIs.
90 POIs in 100 star systems. How much? Wait. We have that much in just one planet now.
Compare that to Stanton today, and we have 1,626 points of interest. And that is going to be dwarfed once we start using the Starchitect tool you saw yesterday.
That's insane. That's insane. Wow, that's cool, dude.
So where does that leave us for 1.0? Well, we will not be launching with 100 star systems, because the game we have today was not just the game that was pitched back then. It's more rich, it's more diverse, and fundamentally, you'll be getting a whole lot more, and I mean a lot more. Okay, so now I've defined what 1.0 is, let's get into the cool stuff.
Oh, I'm excited about this one. Ooh, okay, wait, that's just Stanton. I don't know why I freaked out, sorry.
Star Citizen, by its very nature, is a sandbox MMO.
Okay.
Today, you as a player have to find the fun.
It's not very easy to find the fun today. I'm excited when it will be easy to find the fun. I wouldn't say it's hard to find the fun today, but it's like I want it to be a little easier to get on and be like, let's just do a million things today. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit harder today.
You have to figure out what you can do and how to do it. If you want to be a hauler or salvager, you have to know those professions exist. You have to know what ships support that gameplay. And you have to rely on outside resources for help. As it is now, the game is not set up to help you.
I agree, yes.
So we're going to add a soft framework, a nervous system that connects all the professions, ships, and content together. And to do this, we're going to add a main story.
Okay, so I thought the story was going to be in Squadron 42, but like Anon had said a couple days ago, the story is actually, there is going to be a story in Star Citizen. That's awesome.
To help...
Oh, people are excited about that one. I like that. That's cool, dude. I wonder what they're going to do with that.
To help new and existing players, to help discover all the exciting features and content we have, to take them on a journey of discovery of what the game has to offer.
Now, I have a question. It says main story Stanton. Is that where the story is going to be, in Stanton?
This story will become the spine of the universe and help onboard players with understanding how to play the game and understand what's available to them. This story will also introduce each of our guilds and what professions we have to offer.
Oh, the guilds.
Like the United Resource Workers, our core industrial guild, which supports 2 of our main professions, mining and salvaging.
Okay, so guilds are very different than orgs, I'm assuming, right? And guilds are very different than like the reputation that you get. For like right now, Headhunters is a reputation. Like that's different than that, right? I'm sure he'll explain.
They also support many other features and professions.
My goodness.
Like repair technician, crafter, and builder.
Okay, let's just look at this for 1 second. Repair technician, okay. Breakdown engineer, I don't know what that is. Salvager, fuel gatherer. Interesting. Miner, we know what that is. Builder, we know what that is. Refiner and crafter, we know what those are. These are weird up here because we haven't heard anything about them. Like these 4 up top are very odd. Maybe you guys know more than me about them.
Guilds are hugely important in Star Citizen. And as you know by now, guilds are comprised of many factions.
Oh, my. Oh, he literally broke it down exactly what I was going to say. Okay, so there's the guild. And then there's the factions. Construction Company, United Wayfarers Club, Construction Company, Shubin Interstellar. There's all of these factions inside the guild, and you have to raise the rep on all of these factions as well. Interesting. Repair tech is for space station missions. Okay.
As you work for each of these factions, you will gain guild reputation.
That's cool.
You can then use this reputation as a currency to purchase guild-affiliated rewards, like ships, blueprints, and items. And each guild will have a unique inventory of what they offer.
That's cool.
Alongside economic growth, guild reputation will become a core progression of the game. And to talk more about guilds and our main story, I'd like to introduce David Haddock onto the stage, our very own narrative director.
Nice. Do you see how everything's like, I feel like everything was like planned, you know? And I know it sounds stupid, but like a lot of companies just kind of, I don't know. Again, CIG gets so much crap and I hate it, but like think about that. Like a lot of companies just kind of go off the whim of like, okay, we're doing this, or I feel like this stuff was like planned way long ago and little things are being added little by little. And it shows in the roadmap. What other game has a roadmap like this game does? Like what other game has a progress tracker? Like there aren't a lot of games like that are that big. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they're very organized in the stuff that they're doing to a certain extent. Obviously there are changes and I'm sure I'm gonna get words about that. Oh, well, you haven't been a part of the development. There's obviously changes in game development. There always is. You have to, okay? But that doesn't mean that they don't have a core plan in place. You know what I mean? Which is really cool. I don't know.
Thank you, Rich. Hello, CitizenCon. How's it going?
Hello.
Awesome. So yes, 1.0 is very exciting, and it's going to provide us probably our first real opportunity to finally inject a massive amount of narrative into the game.
Just want to pause. The Pun Live says they don't always share the plan is the problem. Well, that's the thing. I always bring up GTA as a game, right? Grand Theft Auto hasn't shared their plan to anybody. They've been in development since they made the concept in 2012. They've got over 7,500 employees, and no one knows anything of what they're doing because that's a closed development game. This is an open development game, but that doesn't mean they have to share everything that they're doing. You know what I mean? So I get what you're saying. It is a little frustrating, and it's even frustrating to see like plans change. But this is kind of like the way we are allowed a peek inside of things, but we're not supposed to know everything when it comes to development. You know what I mean?
But we're looking to do that
but I understand.
in several of ways.
Your frustration.
Now, Rich introduced the main story, so let's get into it. What exactly is that? First, it's a narrative experience. This will be a crafted story through the star systems and professions of the Star Citizen universe, taking players on an exciting adventure that will finally kick off the growing tension between Earth and Terra.
See, I didn't, guys, I'm pausing a lot through this. This is going to be a long video, by the way. This is going on YouTube. I paused a lot through this because it's exciting, right? I'm not very good with the lore. And there is a man that the Astropub that does lore on YouTube. He's awesome. I haven't had any time. It's been Christmas, shopping and all that stuff, but I haven't had the time to go and see some of the lore stuff. But like apparently the Battle of Vega is what happened in Squadron 42 when we saw the prologue. That was the Battle of Vega. And that was like a long time ago. And I had no idea. Now we're seeing this. I'm assuming this story is going to be very different because it's like in the future way more, and it's in the PU. So obviously they are separate games. And yeah, I'm excited to see what this one is.
Yeah. It will be NPC driven. So while Squadron 42 will always be the place to go for AAA cinematic adventure,
okay,
we're bringing a lot of the techniques that we learned from that to capture and build a cast of dynamic characters, some of which may be familiar.
That's so cool.
For both this story and the PU.
That's so cool, dude. Sick.
And the main story is also designed to be sort of like a tour bus structure where you can hop on and hop off at any time you want to. So we're not also requiring you to do it. So if you want to log in day one and just go off and do your thing, you can do that. Or maybe you want to put the story on hold so you can go explore a new facet of gameplay that you just discovered. Go for it. The point is that you can complete it at your own pace.
So that's interesting. I don't know how that's going to work, but that's interesting. Yeah, server maintenance is happening right now, guys. So we're watching this video while we wait for the servers to come back up.
That's the what. So why do you want to do this? What's the motivation to want to go on this ride? Like Rich said, for new players, it's a great way to ease into sort of the vast lore that we've been developing over 12 years. The gameplay, the locations that the game has to offer, and also give you a sense of upcoming stories that are about to come.
Okay.
But you've been playing Star Citizen for years.
Yeah.
You probably know the lore better than me. So what's in it for you? Now, of course, we'll have rewards along the way as you complete missions and whatnot, but we're finally going to offer a big prize for completing the story.
What is it? Oh.
Citizenship.
Whoa. So weren't you supposed to get citizenship for Squadron or something? Okay, so citizenship is now through the main story of the PU. Okay, interesting. I wonder what that entails. That's cool, dude. That's cool. Very cool.
So, for many of you already know this, but for the uninitiated, in the UEE, there are citizens and there are civilians. Citizens are members of the population who have demonstrated a commitment to bettering the empire, and as such are given benefits that civilians just don't have.
Okay.
Now, what those differences have been debated in the community over years.
Yeah.
1.0, we're finally going to answer that debate.
Okay.
I won't get into the full list of benefits that we're going to offer, but can reveal that one of them will be around land ownership. Citizens will be able to purchase land anywhere in the UEE and enjoy the security that comes with it.
Okay, that's sick. That's cool.
But civilians will have a couple of restrictions as to which systems and which planets they can buy on.
Interesting.
So that's the why. So where is this adventure going to take you? Well, 1.0 is going to include 5-star systems. This story is going to weave you through all of them, but where exactly are you going to go? First, we've got Stanton, which needs very little introduction.
Microtech looks beautiful, by the way.
I'm sure you're all very intimately familiar with these 4 corporate-run worlds.
Yep.
But since I do lore, I figure I could take the next hour and just walk through each one of these. But I'm kidding. We've also got Pyro, Land of the Lawless.
Okay, that's
a
2.
volatile star.
We know 2 so far.
At the center of the system is the perfect metaphor for the constant struggle between the gangs and survivors trying to hack out an existence here. If you saw Ian's location presentation yesterday, then you know that he reintroduced Nick's system.
Look at Nick's one. It does not look like that. Based on the presentation we got last CitizenCon, like just a couple months ago, it looked really nice. You see that's a concept art up there. They're all concept arts. That's kind of cool. But that's Nick. So we have all of this already. But by the way, chat, pay attention to this, okay? Levski and Delamar are all the way across from the planet. So make sure you don't have a terrible quantum drive tank like my Asgard that only has 1.67 or something like that. Because yeah, you're gonna run out of fuel the minute you get to one planet. So that's crazy. Look how far away those planets are gonna be when they're built in Nyx.
There's another unclaimed system that's currently home to the People's Alliance, a wannabe independent government formed during the Messer era, but now struggling with the burdens of governance, a growing outlaw presence, and a new threat on their doorstep from Vandal raids.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh,
Ian also made another
Castra.
big announcement of our 4th system, Castra.
Okay, only 2 planets. Wow, that's so weird.
Situated along the former Perry line, this was a key strategic system to launch an attack if the Cold War between the humans and the Xi'an ever escalated.
Okay.
So
I don't know
that's
who
4.
the Xi'an are, by the way.
Do you guys want to know 5?
Okay, that's 4. Okay, so 5. 5 is going to be Terra, right? Yeah, 5 is going to be Terra. That's like Earth. Like, there it is. That's so sick. Wait, is this Earth, chat? Wait, no, that's Sol. That's the Sol system, right? No, that's not Earth. Okay, so this is kind of like Earth, though. It's like Hawaii. That's cool. I like that. Wait, this is cool. Like, I like this. This is cool. The Terra planet. Oh, Terra's gonna be so cool, dude. See, like, by the time 1.0 comes out, I think where I want to be is going to change drastically. Like, where I want to build. Like, Gen looks amazing. Imagine this in Genesis Tech. Like, yeah, it's kind of cool, dude. Everyone's very excited. There's a lot of people. I cannot wait for CitizenCon next year. If you're going to CitizenCon next year, you better meet me there. If there is one, I need to go. I need to go next year. I will go 100%. Boink, what's up, dude?
Finally doing it. Considered by many to be the new jewel of the Empire, Terra has been a shining star against the more imperialistic tendencies of Earth, even in the darkest days of the Messer regime. Now, many believe that Terra should be the new center of the UEE. I don't know how you all feel about that. Yeah, a lot of division. But that's our starting 5. Each system and each planet will be featuring the massive level of outposts, POIs, stations, biomes, and exploration options that we've been perfecting with Stanton and Pyro, and you've been seeing in some of the other presentations this weekend. But we're adding one more level. We're also going to be adding location stories. Now, these will be short, NPC-driven missions sprinkled across our landing zones and cities that will exist outside of the main story, but will help provide an additional bit of lore and character to the location that they take place in.
I think that lore, listen, as a young kid, I didn't care at all about lore, like at all. But I think that lore is so important to really immersing you in the game that you're playing. And it's so exciting that they're doing location stories that tell you the lore about the certain location that you're going to. That is chef's kiss. That is amazing. I love that.
So, that's our main story. Let's talk more about the guilds that Rich mentioned. First, a quick recap. Guilds act as a governing body for clusters of professions and factions with a reputation and progression system that will offer rewards the more you work for them. And I want to call out two things. One, I'm not going to have time to dive into all of the missions that you're going to see on this board.
Okay.
But just know that every mission type is either in the 1.0 roadmap or already in production.
Okay.
And second, we're also looking to move missions away from the Moby Glass whenever possible. Sure,
yes.
It will always be an easy way for us to get additional game content in, but we want you talking
Everyone's clapping.
with people. So to aid that, we're going to be adding characters to represent the factions that you'll be working for that will help sell their personality. Now, some, they'll still interact with you via the written word, but some will call and check in on your performance. And others, you may have to meet in person from time to time. So, let's walk through them. Here we have the first guild that Rich showed, the United Resource Workers.
Okay.
Whether you're eager to earn credits, mining valuable resources from remote corners of the universe, sifting through detritus to try and salvage some valuable components, or even just acting as a technician.
That's not going to be me. What guild are you? After you guys watch all these guilds, I want to know which one you're going to pick.
You'll find plenty to do with employers like Shubin Interstellar, United Wayfarers Club, and more. Next, you have one of the oldest unions in the UEE, the Interstellar Transport Guild. This will be the go-to place for everybody looking to make their fortune hauling and trading. Some of the factions that many of you already work for now, such as Ling Family Hauling, Redwind, and FTL.
Okay.
And we're going to be adding something special for the daredevils out there.
Oh, the racing guild. That's so cool. That's awesome. Cargo Olympics? What is this? Industrial athlete. Okay. Parkour athlete, racing driver, death race, Grand Prix, comp race, time trial. This is sick, dude. This is cool. Marksman, Star Marine, Nerf Arena, target shooting, and hunting. All right. That's kind of cool, man. I like that. That's a cool little
The Imperial
addition.
Sports Federation.
That's cool. I like that a lot.
So aside from the usual racetracks that are both legitimate and illegitimate,
That's awesome,
we're actually
Anon.
going to be leveraging some of our existing mechanics to build new sports and provide an outlet for all you Murray Cup enthusiasts, cargo Olympians, and competitors to see just who's the best out there.
So Anon says, and he's a very trusted man in our community who knows a lot of stuff. He says that Arena Commander will be back in the PU with sim pods. It's not going to be standalone anymore. Interesting. There better be an observer sim pod because I need to get in observer mode and, do some commentating and some 1v1 pilot stuff, and it'd be cool.
For those who dream of exploring, I'm sure we have a couple here.
Exploring's gonna be fun, man.
We had the Academy of Sciences that was brought up yesterday in the social presentation, if you saw that. This is a science guild that will include factions like the Imperial Cartography Center, who will task you with a variety of missions to better understand our universe.
Okay, let's read this real quick. So Hunter, capture animals, collect animal parts, hunt animals, and then research, retrieve and research, search and rescue person, firefighting. That's so cool. Chemical and food. I think that's supposed to say crafter, but it says crafter. Okay. A farmer is animals and corpse, so you can be a farmer, and then explore, scan area, location mapping, deploy items, scan objects, and find and collect. That's pretty cool, dude. Academy of Science.
Such as sending you into a nebula to do deep scans.
That's cool.
Or finally seeing what's at the bottom of that planetary canyon. We're going to have a new faction called High Point Wilderness Specialists, who will offer missions associated with the various fauna that we're starting to get into the game.
That's cool.
From population control missions to harvesting specific resources for research. Now,
ooh, this is my wheelhouse, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know if we have some people who'd like to do combat, but our combat guilds were doing something a little different.
Okay.
Now, previous to this, these were all of our profession guilds. But for our combat guilds, they operate a little differently.
How?
See, these two are diametrically opposed to each other.
Ooh.
So once you pledge allegiance to one, the other marks you as an enemy.
Oh, well, that's cool, dude. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here, dude. This is cool.
Lawful side, we have the Mercenary Guild. They represent factions like Eckhart Security, the Bounty Hunters Guild, and even some military contractors.
Okay, so operative, right? Location mapping, scan areas, scan objects, disable objects, extract objects, investigate and access data. Missing an S there. Combat pilot, pretty much the same thing. Rescue VIP, that's so sick. Kill all, recover item, destroy objects, patrol. Interesting. We have a couple of these now, but I like the like rescue VIP one. That's kind of cool.
So whether you're pulling together a team of specialists to go assault a ground base, hunting down an elusive criminal, or putting together a recon run to drum up some intel, Mercenary Guild's got you covered.
Okay.
On the flip side...
Oh, the criminal guild, dude. Guys, criminal or mercenary? Which one are you doing? Oh, man. That's crazy that the other one is like, I don't know, like they're complete opposites of each other. I feel like the criminal is going to be a lot more fun, dude. Bribe and intimidate under organized criminal. Investigate VIP. Capture VIP. This is Vaughn missions. Cargo delivery. Vehicle delivery. Passenger delivery. Race fixing. Okay, this is sick. Are you kidding me? Race fixing / fraud. Dude. Pirate / shipjacker. Interdict targets. This is so sick. Dude, guys, imagine you have to interdict like a cargo ship with like 200 SU of gold or something, and you get your friends together and it's an NPC ship and you just interdict the target. You know where he's going to be. You got the intel of where he's going to be and you get set up to do that. Oh, dude. Oh, that is so sick. Oh, that is exciting. That is really cool.
The Council.
Now,
this
really
is a
cool,
shadowy
man.
group comprised of representatives from various gangs, syndicates, and outlaws who mandate criminal activity throughout the verse. You'll be able to throw in with rough and tumble gangs like the Headhunters and the Dead Saints, or work your way up to join highline criminal syndicates like the Atonis or the Drop Kings. But remember, the underworld is a dangerous place run by greed and power, so mercenary guild reps might not be the only people you have to worry about, as the syndicates are always looking for loyal soldiers who will hurt their competition and tip the scales of power in their favor.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff, dude. It is all very exciting. And I know everyone's like, oh, this is like 20 years out. I'm going to be gone before this comes out. Guys, look at the trends. Okay, look at the trends. You know what? Make sure to mark this video, mark this clip this, whatever you got to do. And in the middle of 2026, come back here and tell me how things are going, okay? Because I think things are gonna really, they've already sped up. I think they're gonna speed up even more, and this stuff is gonna start to look a lot more real to a lot of people, and that's what's exciting about it.
So as you can see, there's gonna be a universe of exciting storytelling opportunities for you to undertake in 1.0. But one more thing, we're also going to revitalize our social behaviors.
Social system coming soon. I'm so excited.
To make the populations not only feel more alive and reactive and off chairs, but better reflect the tone and flavor of the areas that they're inhabiting.
I like that.
We want to see the people of Loreville slowly trudging through the streets.
That's cool.
Overburdened by the ruthless contracts, just as much as we want to see the tourists of Orison gleefully moving from attraction to attraction.
That's cool. Imagine like all the PvE characters like alive, you know what I mean? Like right now, they're not all sitting down, like some of them are, but they're having conversations. So it's like the start of it. We're starting to see a little glimpse, but they're starting to have conversations. The conversations are not synced whatsoever. But again, this is the beginning, you know? It's just cool. It's cool to see.
And all of this is what's going to make Star Citizen be the experience we set out to make. A diverse universe with a rich tapestry of stories, characters, and experiences for you to live in. To To talk more about how all this feeds back into player progression, I'm going to turn it back over to Rich Tyre.
Rich is back. The social system is so needed. It really is.
Thanks, Dave.
Inventory as well.
Smashed it.
Inventory is coming at the end of January, I believe. So that's going to be even more exciting. Crafting
Thanks,
soon.
Dave. Okay.
Like, it's exciting, man.
So we have a main story to connect the universe. We have all the guilds and their associated professions. And we have location stories to give the world depth and life. Crucially, though, we have a new core progression in the game, guild reputation. But what about our other core progression in the game? The economy.
Oh.
So,
and before everyone LOLs, it's coming. Economy is going to be a big deal. I can't wait till it's actually working as intended. Yeah, it's going to be cool.
as we've discussed before, we'll be implementing a Star Sim-powered dynamic economy
Yep, that's going to be
that
crazy.
will automatically adjust the in-game prices based on player activity.
The one guy, the one economy guy. Yeah, that's right. The one guy.
But for credits to actually matter, though, we need to have an economy where credits flow out as well as in.
Okay.
This means transactions such as repairing, refueling, and restocking need to have value. If everything is too cheap and the money coming into the economy is too great, we'll have massive inflation.
Like right now, I'm looking at you guys with 5 trillion you know what I'm trying to say. Alpha UEC. Guys, this is like, I can't wait I hope a wipe happens. I'm not going to talk about it. But anyway, let's continue.
And this is where taxes and insurance come in.
Ooh, taxes. Yay, taxes. Woohoo!
Boo! We'll have two main taxes. Inheritance tax as part of Death of a Spaceman,
Oh man, I don't want to know
and
about
security
Devils.
tax for your base that will cover the cost of planetary shield tech.
Okay, this is why, like, right now I'm complaining we have too much money, but I guarantee after 1.0, I'm going to be wishing I had the money that I have right now. Like, I'm going to be wishing that they didn't wipe or that, we kept, because, like, this seems like complete just, what do you call it? Just money dump. That's what all this stuff is. Base security tax for your planetary shield? Dude. Oh my goodness gracious.
Insurance, on the other hand, will be split between medical insurance, which covers your hospital imprints, and probably the most important one of all, ship insurance.
Oh, yay.
Now, as we have Death of a Spaceman, we also need Death of a Spaceship.
Oh, yay.
Losing your ship should be significant.
I need to get better at flying so I don't lose my ship to asteroids every single day because we're going to go broke very quickly. Like, very quickly.
Right now, for example, over 90% of all claims in the verse are for ships that have not been destroyed.
That's funny. That's funny.
And this is where ship insurance and our new warranty mechanic comes in.
Warranties.
First up, we'll have 3 tiers of insurance, with level 1 being chassis insurance.
Okay, so I was told by Anon that level 1 is what LTI covers. LTI, lifetime insurance that all you guys are excited about, only covers level 1. It does not cover the other levels that are coming here.
Level 2, chassis and component insurance. And level 3, chassis, component, and decorations insurance.
So you guys with LTI that are all excited about LTI, LTI is only for level 1. So if you put little Pico in the corner and he gets destroyed, he's gone. I mean, that's it. That's all. It's gone forever. Yeah. So like everyone all excited, let's get LTI very fast. Spend all of your money, push your bank account till the limits to get LTI. It's not as good as you think it is. And for the people that are thinking this game is pay to win, I mean, okay, we're not gonna talk about that right now. That's for another video, but it's only for level 1.
Now, insurance by
That
itself...
guy just said, "What's LTI?" Oh no, he's gonna be real surprised when 1.0 comes out. He is not going to be happy.
Will only pay out credits based on the wear and age of your ship. Insurance, I think you want to listen to this bit because it's important. Insurance with a warranty, though, will give you back a new ship.
Okay.
Plus any other equipment or decorations based on the tier of insurance you had.
Oh, gosh, this is so hard to explain.
Okay, so this is the bit you need to listen to.
What?
All ships bought on the pledge store will come with a permanent warranty and their appropriate insurance.
You see how he said an appropriate insurance, like very quickly after that? That's the part that you're not getting. You got a warranty, but you have to still buy the insurance after, okay? You still have to get level 3 insurance if you want to. Like, look how quickly he said that, by the way, okay? You get the ship, you get the, level 1, you get the ship back. That's great. All good and dandy if you buy it from the store, but yeah.
You need to listen to.
Yeah.
All ships bought on the pledge store will come with a permanent warranty and their appropriate insurance.
Yay! We have no idea what that means, but we're all clapping anyway. That's funny.
This means you will always get your ships back if they're attributed to your account. Other ships, on the other hand, will require a transferable warranty, and these are rare.
All right, so if you don't buy a ship from the shop, you get a transferable warranty that is rare, okay?
You'll be able to earn transferable warranties in-game.
That's cool.
Such as by completing the main story, as an example.
How many do you get for that?
And apply them to any of the ships you own.
Cool, okay.
But there will be a cooldown for transferring it between ships.
What is the cooldown? What is the cooldown?
So choose wisely. Now, what about claim timers? It's another fun topic. And getting your ship back without a claim. Well, we want claim timers to be proportional to the crafting timers. This means it's more beneficial for you to go back and get your original ship.
Okay, claim timers proportional to crafting time. I don't think they're there yet. I'm going to be honest. I don't think they're there yet. It's pretty obvious they're not there yet. If you watch the crafting video that I have as well, we talk about this. Crafting one pistol is like what is it, a day or something? 24 hours or whatever? Yeah, so if crafting a pistol is 24 hours, how long do you think it's going to take to craft a Cutlass Red? And then, that's basically what it will be for your claim timer as well.
For this, we're going to be introducing a shuttle ship.
Oh, that's cool.
Just like a courtesy car.
That's cool. I like that. Okay, so you're not actually gonna lose your ship. This is the only problem though. Like for the dads out there, I look at me. I got you. Okay, I understand. Your kid is crying upstairs. Okay, you just got into an altercation with an asteroid. You got a little too close. Okay, your ship is dust. All right, you need to take a shuttle to get back to your ship, but your kid is crying upstairs and you can't do that, so you got to log off the game. Yeah, you're screwed, essentially. So yeah, but I like this idea. Like the shuttle ship is awesome. This is really cool.
You'll be able to claim the shuttle at no extra cost to most locations and then fly it back to your original ship. Once back in your ship, the shuttle will automatically return home.
That's cool. I like this. I like the shuttle system. It's great, actually. That's really cool. Iron, I hear you, brother.
If your ship has been legitimately lost, though, then you'll need to claim it back.
Uh-oh.
And as we'll be increasing claim timers, this will mean some ships will take longer than others, with starter or small ships always being readily available.
All right, that's not small ships being readily available is nice.
And larger capital-sized ships.
This is good.
Taking a long time.
Yeah, this is good.
So it's always better to try and get your ship back if possible.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, so we've talked about our 2 core progressions, but what does that mean to you as a player?
Yeah, what does it mean?
Well, firstly, it means we have a framework where we can start creating cyclical gameplay loops. But what are they? Let me show you.
Okay.
Okay, so right now in live, if you have a prospector, you probably enjoy mining.
Okay, yeah.
And the reward for mining is credits and the enjoyment of the activity.
It's a little enjoyable. Some people really like it. Do you guys like mining? It's fun.
But in 1.0, you might be mining for a whole different reason. And this is where cyclical gameplay loops come in. Firstly, let's add all the manufacturers and ships in.
Oh my gosh. That is a lot of ships, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy that my eyes just glance over and see the Idris right away. Look, there's like a little background. I don't know, like immediately I'm already looking at the Idris immediately.
I'll just give you a moment to take that in, because there's a lot.
That's a lot.
I actually had to ask them to take the variants out because it didn't fit on this slide.
That's awesome. Okay.
And let's zoom all the way into the Prospector.
Okay.
A stalwart of the mining community.
Stalwart.
But let's say I really fancy acquiring a military Mark II Hornet.
Why does it got to be a Hornet? Why can't it be a Guardian, huh? Why can't it be a Guardian, though?
Let's go on a simplified journey of how I could get one.
Let's do it.
Firstly, I know I won't be able to buy it, as it's a military ship, so I'm going to need to craft it.
Okay.
That means I will need the fabrication hangar blueprint. Luckily, I can earn it by doing mining missions to gain rep with the United Resource Workers.
That's sick.
And I already have the perfect ship, my trusty Prospector.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
With blueprint in hand and some excess credits, I can now purchase a small plot of land on Stanton and build my fabrication hangar.
Okay, I feel like he's talking like this is going to be 5 minutes, but it's going to be like a month. I don't know. Like immediately in my head, I'm like, oh, it's a little too fast. I don't know, man. I think this is going to be a while.
Step 1, complete. Now I need to grab the Mark II Hornet blueprint. For this, I need mercenary rep, and more importantly, a combat ship. With that in mind, I will do a few more mining contracts to earn enough credits to purchase a Mustang from the dealership.
Okay.
Now I can start doing combat pilot missions for the Mercenary Guild.
Wow,
so I can
dude.
unlock the Mark II Hornet blueprint.
This is cool, guys. I love this. It's an actual freaking game loop, dude. I love this.
Okay, step 2 of our simplified loop is complete. I have the Mark II blueprint, but I need the resources to craft it.
Okay.
So I come full circle back to my Prospector, but this time I'm mining for resources instead.
That's so cool, man. I like that. I like that. Look at this. Look at the loop. That is so cool. Okay. That is awesome. I absolutely love this.
As you can see, this closes the loop. No longer am I mining just because I like it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But now I am mining for a purpose and for multiple reasons.
That's cool, dude.
For credits, for reputation, for resources, for blueprints, and ultimately as a stepping stone to crafting my own ships to enjoy other professions. And this is just one of many loops. This is the core of Star Citizen 1.0.
I love how he did that presentation as well from a player who didn't have any other ship, like just the Prospector or whatever. Obviously, you're not going to start with a Prospector unless you bought one off the shop or off the store or whatever. So it'd probably be a lot different for someone. So it'd be like, you know, you decided to get a Nomad, whatever, a Mustang or something, right? And then you have to do these missions, and then you go down here and you have to buy yourself a Prospector. It's the same thing. It's just a different loop, you know, which is interesting. But he talked about it being very fast, or he didn't talk about it being very fast. You can't like spend all the time talking about what the loop, how long the loop will take, but it's assuming that this is probably going to take you a while to acquire all this stuff. But it's a reason to play the game, which is awesome.
Player set goals that weave between sandbox gameplay and the soft framework we are adding that give meaning and progression to our professions and features.
I love that too.
It's providing the framework for motivation to play the game. That's the journey, though. What about the destination?
Ooh.
So Dave has already discussed citizenship and the main story, so let's collapse that for now. Let's talk about Endgame.
Yes! This is cool, dude. All right, so like in an MMO, Endgame is everything, okay? And right now for Endgame, we've got a couple. We've got the Hathor mining of like whatever, mission, whatever you want to call it. We got Apex Valakar. We got executive hangars. We've got a couple of different like Endgame loops. but like I'm excited to see what he says.
Content.
Or Endgame
The
events.
content that is designed for experienced players and keeps them engaged.
Yep.
Basically everyone in this room.
Everyone playing the game right now, essentially. Yeah.
So how does that look in 1.0? First,
Server-wide events would be like Hathor, right?
we'll have open world content, including missions, group missions, and server-wide events, like we have today, but tailored to endgame players.
That's cool.
While the sandbox element of Star Citizen will allow for large-scale battles, we also want to provide challenging instanced content.
Dude.
That will take full advantage of not only multi-cruise ships, but fleets of ships. And you kind of know how we do that, right? You
I'm so excited for fleet battles, guys. Like, that's going to be so sick.
saw that yesterday.
I'm so excited, man.
And as you progress through the guilds, you'll be able to accept high-level contracts from government agencies who will offer prototype and military blueprints as rewards.
What does he mean by prototype blueprints?
These missions will require the full coordination of multiple players and an assorted fleet of capital, support, and fighter ships.
One of a kind. Okay, so like we already saw like a glimpse of this, right? In the CitizenCon like a month ago or whatever it was, or a CitizenCon Direct, where they had you know, that mission with the capital ship killer turrets or whatever, that you have to go inside and disable the power gens. And like that would be what this is, right? And then the big Vandal ship comes through. It wasn't the King ship. It was I forgot what the name of it was. But that ship comes through at the very end of that trailer, and yeah, that was sick. So that's essentially what this like instant content is, and you know, requiring everyone to be on the same page. Like that's going to be so much fun, man.
You will finally be able to become the admiral of the fleet, directing your armada from your hologlobe, which yes, is a feature included in 1.0.
So I'm curious, like, I can't wait to see how the hologlobe like works, right? Obviously, you're going to be able to command things, but I wonder if like you get them in your ear like it was in Squadron 42, like, or if, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know too much about that, but that's kind of exciting. Like being a captain's going to actually be fun, you know, in the future. Oh, they're excited about it. That's awesome. Everyone got very excited about that. That's cool. I like that. That's cool.
We will also be offering more specialized on-foot missions that see you enter the depths of distribution centers and municipal works
that's
in
for me.
small, tight-knit squads that provide an outlet for our more FPS-focused players.
Yes, that's me.
On top of all this will sit a dynamic layer powered by StarSim. While StarSim will be the driving force in our dynamic economy, it will also track player and AI activity and dynamically spawn events based on their actions.
Like how?
For example, if it tracks large amounts of resources being moved from one home location to another, it will have a chance to spawn pirates to intercept.
No way. No way. That's cool. That's really cool, dude. So like you're loading up like 500 SEU of gold from one location to another. You just spent 1 million credits just to buy the gold. Now you got to transfer it to another system, and they spawn pirates on you, and now you have to kill the pirates. That's cool, dude. That's cool. Yes, that's cool. It's just cool to hear. That's cool, dude.
All this combined will provide just a portion of the endgame experience.
That's awesome.
And I'd love to delve deeper, but that's for another day, as we still have a lot to show.
Okay.
So we've discussed non-combat professions and guilds, cyclical gameplay loops, and endgame PvE content. But what about PvP? Yeah. What about player versus player content?
Yes, sir. Okay. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
As you know, 1.0 will contain 5 star systems, 3 of these being lawful in Stanton, Castra, and Terra, and 2 of them being unlawful in Pyro and Nyx.
Okay.
So what's the difference?
Nyx is not unlawful right now, though. Is it? No, there's an eyeball. But you go to Stanton, so maybe it's just like, yeah, it's obviously very early Nyx, so that's probably why.
Let's take a look at Stanton.
Interesting. Okay.
Lawful systems will be a mixture of high, medium, and low security areas. Each of these areas will be monitored by law enforcement agencies. And depending on the location, will dictate the emergency response time.
Wait, emergency response time? Are they going to send AI to you when you're getting attacked by players?
with high-sec areas being the fastest. Initially, this response will be measured, but over time will escalate to overwhelming force.
So it's like GTA. You get 1 star, then 2, then 3, and then 5, and you have freaking helicopters and everything shooting down at you. That's cool.
This means if someone is attacked, if they can just hold out for a short duration, help will be on the way.
That's so sick.
Pirates will be able to disrupt this monitoring by shutting down the nearby comm arrays, but this will be highlighted in your star map, with dynamic missions being generated to bring it back online.
That's cool. That's how it used to work.
This is the PvP you already know and experience right now,
right?
Just without security forces. But before we jump into an unlawful system, let's explore what options you have if you pirate a ship. Okay, so first up, let's discuss ownership. All ships and high-value items that you own will automatically be assigned to you.
Okay.
This means if someone steals your ship, you can mark it as stolen, either via an insurance claim or in your Mobi.
Being a streamer is going to be terrible. What the heck am I supposed to do? Like, people are just going to steal my ship all the time. Like, they're just going to do it for fun. And I got to report it stolen every single time. This is going to be terrible.
This will then trigger a dead man switch on the stolen ship, meaning it will cease to function after a period of time. But what options does this leave as a pirate? Well, you can still salvage it. You can tow it back to your fabrication hangar to dismantle it for resources.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Or if you have a high enough rep with the council, our criminal guild, you can get the dead man switch disabled and pay for a new title deed to become its new owner.
That's okay. So this is so crazy. So let's say you commandeer an Idris, okay? And you have really high rep with the council and you just remove the dead man switch and you have an Idris. Obviously, it's going to be way tougher than I'm making it out to be, but that's sick. That is really cool, dude. I love that.
Also, if you're in a lawful system, you'll need to find a transient jump tunnel, as all major locations and POIs will have custom security that will scan you on arrival.
That is so cool. Imagine going through a jump tunnel and every time you do, you get scanned. Guys, the MSR is going to be useful if you want to like stick drugs in there or something. They can't scan that area. It's going to actually be useful now. Dude. That's kind of cool, dude. So you have to find a different jump tunnel than the one that has the security.
Okay, so with that out of the way,
that's cool.
Let's look at the unlawful system in Pyro. Unlawful systems have no laws at all, and with that comes opportunity. Pyro, as an example, has an abundance of high-quality resources.
This is what I wanted out of Pyro, and it's not there yet. And I'm guessing it's in their plans, but like, yes, you go to Pyro, it is lawless. You go there because you need high-quality resources, so you go there for the high-quality stuff. We don't have quality in the game yet, so we don't see that, but it's exciting to know that that's going to be why Pyro exists, is because of the high-quality stuff you can get from Pyro. I like that.
And is a hotbed of criminal activity. The literal definition of high risk, high reward.
I like that.
With crafting now requiring resources, you're going to want to create basic.
J-Dog, thank you so much, by the way, for the tier 3, 74 months, man. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. I had a great Christmas. Thank you. Thank you. Partly thank you to you. So, yeah, appreciate you, dude. Much love, man. Much love.
To mine and extract them. This is where base raiding will become a new form of PvP. And it's founded on a combined arms ethos.
Base raiding, man. I can't
Defending
wait.
players will be able to add defenses such as walls, automated turrets, and most importantly, ground shields.
Ground shields.
A localized version of the planetary shields used in lawful systems that absorb the most powerful of weaponry.
That's so sick, dude. The ground shields are going to be awesome. Rudy with the 1,000 bits. Thank you, Rudy. Appreciate you.
No longer can you just turn up and drop a Moab.
Sell your A2, ladies and gentlemen. Sell your A2. That's funny.
One huge difference, though, compared to planetary shields, is that these shields can be disabled. You will have to strategically assess each base and punch your way through its defenses on foot.
I'm going to be useful? I'm finally going to be useful in FPS. I'm so excited. I'll be your guy. You hire me, it's going to be like 500,000 UEC because there's no alpha. 500,000 UEC. I will infiltrate the base by myself, disable the shield, and you guys can do work. I got you. Okay, so make sure you remember my name for when 1.0 comes out. I'm your man.
To eventually bring down the shield generator. Once the shield is down, then you have options. You want to raise it to the ground, you can bomb it from the air.
That's sick.
If you want to extract all the resources, though, you'll need to infiltrate the base using explosive charges and hacking while fighting.
Did he say explosive charges and hacking? I'm so excited. Dude, I hate this. There's so much hopium in my body right now, I can't contain myself. I feel like this is my Christmas, and it's the day after Christmas. This is amazing. This is so good.
Off the defenders. Now, both piracy and base raiding is founded on sandbox gameplay. And again, that's the essence of Star Citizen.
Isn't last place Mike Matt Damon's handle on Twitch? I don't know. If Matt Damon, if that's you, hi. I'm glad you enjoy Star Citizen. That'd be cool if it was him. I don't know. I'm not sure. But here we go.
But we want to add more. Something where you can log on and immediately...
It definitely is now.
...find the action and fight for a purpose.
Okay, I missed that. I'm sorry. I was getting caught up in chat. Okay.
To the ground, you can bomb it from the air. If you want to extract all the resources, though, you'll need to infiltrate the base using explosive charges and hacking while fighting off the defenders. Now, both piracy and base raiding is founded on sandbox gameplay. And again, that's the essence of Star Citizen.
Right.
But we want to add more.
What do you mean?
Something where you can log on and immediately find the action and fight for a purpose.
Okay.
So first up, let's go on a history lesson. In the early 2600s, there was a fledgling corporation called SEAL that had developed a new system-wide planetary shield technology, the same technology that will provide protection for your bases today.
Okay.
To prove this tech, they wanted to use Nyx and Pyro systems as a testbed. With the promise of high-quality resources, SEAL lured independent miners to man the shield network in exchange for shield protection for their settlements.
Okay.
As a prototype, SEAL couldn't provide total coverage over all the mining settlements, and so they created the SEAL Tokens program, allowing the most industrious factions to purchase shield coverage for their work. The network consisted of multiple linked bases on the ground that then linked to several stations in orbit around each planet that then connected to the nearest relay in the shield network.
Okay.
Which eventually linked back to the shield core, which oversaw system-wide distribution of the shield technology.
Can't you just destroy the shield core then?
Factions could then earn SEAL tokens for working on any part of the network.
Okay.
They could then use these tokens to buy shield coverage. But with the competition amongst factions being so intense,
my brain.
SEAL was only able to offer shielding to the hardest workers.
Okay.
Unfortunately, due to outlaw interference, SEAL eventually pulled out of Pyro and Nyx and pushed for a more automated solution in more civilized systems.
Okay.
So fast forward to present day, without SEAL's backing, they had to pull out and leave it as it is.
Welcome to Station Warfare.
And welcome to Station Warfare.
Oh my goodness. Wait a minute.
With the SEAL network still in place, but lacking resources, orgs can take ownership of these structures to gain access to planetary shield tech.
is that guy? Give him a medal right now.
Which, as you know, would make their bases invulnerable. Unfortunately, there's a catch. There isn't enough to go around. And as in the good old SEAL days, the system still works via the SEAL token program.
Okay.
To earn tokens, you'll have to assault a location and then deposit resources to power the network. This begins with ground bases and ends at the shield core.
Oh, wait, it does end at the shield core.
Each structure occupied will then accrue SEAL tokens over time, with larger structures earning more, and at the end of each week, you must then use these tokens to purchase shield protection.
Oh, gosh, I'm automatically thinking of the biggest org possible ever and just them taking over. I'm not going to Pyro. I'm not going to Pyro.
With shield coverage being limited, though, the system automatically selects the orgs with the highest bid from across all shards.
All shards? All shards. Wait a minute. Back up.
Limited, though, the system automatically selects the orgs with the highest bid from across all shards. Meaning for that week only, a certain number of orgs will gain access to shield protection.
Oh my gosh, no way, dude.
So this is a chance for your org to become the de facto leader of a system.
That's not fun. Is there a way for me to like kill the core by myself or something?
It means you'll be able to log on and immediately find the action and fight for your org. And finally, it's not just sandbox PvP or ganking. You are fighting for a purpose.
That's pretty cool, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Fully excited about this. I don't know, man. The space station. I'm not like it doesn't really get me going. I don't know. Like it doesn't really like. I don't really know how to explain it. It's cool and I like it, but it's not something that just gets me really, really excited. Like the other stuff got me very excited. You know what I mean? The other stuff is like, wow, this is really cool. So anyway, that was cool. That's a 1.0. Apparently, in an interview, the same interview that Chris Roberts said that Squadron would be as big as GTA, which I'm going to be honest, I kind of agree. I don't know. I do agree. He said that they're targeting 2027, 2028. So I don't know. I think it could happen 100%. They have sped up their development very quickly. Like this year has been amazing in a lot of ways. Obviously, there's still problems. I guarantee you if you, like everyone points out problems, but if again, I'm going to go back to GTA again. Okay. If you were to play GTA 6 right now, there would also be massive problems, which is why they delayed the game. And they are just working with 2 cities. I mean, compare the 2 games. We're very different, billions of entities versus, I don't know. You do your own comparisons, but either way, very excited for the future and very excited for 1.0. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the sub if you haven't been subbed yet, or if you're not subbed yet. Shout out to all the new subs. Hope you enjoy this type of content. And as always, I will see you. God bless. I will see you in the next video.